Welcome to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football here on WYLN, and it is brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm your host, Marty Burns. I'll be joined this week once again by Hazleton Area head football coach Mike Brennan. We'll have a special guest from the Cougar football team. We'll look back at Delaware Valley's game and a look ahead to a trip to Crispin Field to take on the Berwick Bulldogs. It's all this week on Sports Talk.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. Or Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist. Call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander's of Greater Hazleton. You know, individuals win trophies, teams win championships. We have an awesome sales team here, but let me introduce you to the other part.
It's not just getting a great deal before the sale. It's about taking care of you after the sale. We take care of your service needs.
And we'll get your parts.
So whether they pay cash or finance, good credit or bad,
we've got you covered, even if you fumbled.
So come by and see the award-winning team at Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton and find out why we take the deals the other guys won't.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical, big or small. Our rigorously trained licensed electricians are fully screened, always on time, work neat, clean, and thorough. The Wire Guys. We're here 24/7, 365. All of our work is guaranteed 100%. When you need electrical work, you need Wire Guys.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football here on WYLN, and it is brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm your host, Marty Burns, joined as always by the head football coach at Hazleton Area High School, Mike Brennan. And Coach, before we get to the Delaware Valley game, we mentioned it last week, you were heading down to Villanova. Give a little bit of insight on how Adrian Otero's doing.
It was great to see Adrian. He did a great job. He played all special teams, started the game defensively, never came off the field. Had 6 or 7 tackles, 1 big hit in the opening kickoff. So excited to see him after the game and talk to him. He's enjoying his experience, and we're all really proud of him here at Hazleton area.
And I'm sure everybody in the area will keep following Adrian at his time at Maine. Let's get back to the team at hand. Another tough game against Delaware Valley, and if people that were not at the game just picked up the paper, saw you lost 41-7, say, a blowout. But if you were there and you watched the game, and I said at the end of the broadcast, 34 points did not indicate how close this game was. Your team had several opportunities, just couldn't cash in the red zone.
You know, yeah, I thought it was our most complete effort of the season. Defensively, we played much better, believe it or not. We made Josh Barcerell work for everything he had. You know, we played with a certain degree of physicality. We had very few negative plays except for some of the catastrophic errors we made. We were in the red zone a couple times, came in with no points, something we obviously have to continue to work on. But I, as always, was very proud of the kids' effort. I was very proud of the physicality they played with. They took a step in the right direction in regards to that. And I know as a program and as a team, we're continuing to work at getting better, and that's all we can ask for right now, and hope for a better effort and a better result as we move forward.
And they really made Delaware Valley work, especially in the first half, for everything they got. You know, when you consider 2 of the scores were set up by one-handed catches, including the last one that was a spinning one-handed catch by Henderson in the last minute. You know, you really made Delaware Valley work for everything they got offensively.
They did, you know, and you know, and they're a good football team, and they're a very veteran football team, very physical. You saw a difference in the physicality and the size between their veteran kids and our young kids. It was apparent. It's a 14-0 game there in the last minute and a half. They run a B wheel out of the backfield, where the tight end's role is to run a route to either pick or just get in the way of our inside linebacker. Dante Mattarella did a great job recognizing the wheel route and was physically chop blocked by the tight end, which was a clear penalty and would have stopped the drive there, would have stopped the touchdown. And we go in 14-0. It was clearly missed, and it's unfortunate because our kids were playing their tails off at that point, and we would have much rather obviously go in at 14-0, getting the ball in the second half than going into 20-0. But that's part of the game, and our kids are learning from all their experiences.
And we have a whole list of highlights to get through, so we'll get started right now. And we start with the defense and a combination of Barrett and Bugda.
Yeah, great job by these two. And these two have been steady all year for us. They're getting better and better. You know, junior Max Barrett, junior James Bugda, playing with a lot of energy on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's a run by Kevin Molesky.
Nice physicality by Kevin. You know, he does a lot for us defensively, special teams, offensively, and you know, he's our hammer when we need tough yards.
And we'll talk about this young man a lot tonight. Matt Fisher gets a pass here from Kellen Warner.
Yeah, good job, Kellen, keeping things alive. You know, giving a little touch there. And Matt Fisher, 7 catches, 104 yards and a touchdown, and has been a really great player for us over the course of the last few years.
We put this play in just for the sheer effort that Dante Mattarella showed.
Yeah, Dante's, you know, he's getting better and better, playing both sides of the ball for us. Again, only a junior, and did a nice job finding the stick and getting some assistance from Kevin Molesky.
We saw him use the tip drill defensively last week. Here it works for Matthew Casadas offensively.
Great job by Lance Johnson, you know, adjusting and making a great block to allow Kellen to get this ball off. And great concentration by freshman Matthew Casadas, and he gets in the open. And you know, we're gonna have to tease him for that because he's a track guy and he didn't pull away for a score.
And we see it go right back to him offensively with a pass play.
Yeah, he's getting better and better. Plays all the time for us in all 3 phases of the game. Great job in the bubble screen, Kellen getting the ball out. Matt Fisher, as always, battling, fighting, blocking on the edge, and great job of Matthew getting down deep into Delaware Valley territory.
We go back to the defense and hear Bugda and Mattarella.
Great job. You know, Dante knows how to tackle low. His head's always up. He runs his feet. You know, James Bugda is one of the most physical football players in the team.
And here Dante with another tackle.
Nice job penetrating again. He's low. He's low, and he plays hard. Seth Hunsinger's there. Richie Santos is there as well.
And here a pass play to Matt Fisher.
You know, Kellen keeps things alive. His eyes are downfield, gets some lift in the football, and great adjustment by Matt Fisher. Going up high, pointing the football like Coach Bookman teaches, making a big play to get us across the 50.
And we go back to the running game, and this time Lance Johnson.
Yeah, spread the formation a little bit, ran sprint draw. Our guys did a good job of creating some running lanes for Lance, and he had some burst in the middle, got his shoulder square, and you know, Lance had a really good game running the football. Didn't have a ton of yards, but did a great job. Worked hard for his 37 yards on 9 carries.
And here's a pass breakup.
Yeah, great job there. Nice. That's freshman Ryan Mattias, you know, who's continuing to improve.
And here Dante Mattarella blowing up a screenplay.
Great job by Dante, playing low again, tackling. The consistency he has as a tackler on defense, he's getting better and better every week. Really has a nose for the football.
And here back to the offense and another pass play to Matt Fisher.
Nice job protection-wise, getting Kellen out in the edge. We hit Matt Fisher in one of our sprint-out routes, and great job moving the sticks and getting forward.
And here we see Max Barrett defensively.
Yeah, boot here. You know, Max does a really good job. He's athletic, but a really good job. He's a very bright kid, and he stays square, and he's starting to get a really good feel for our defense and what to do. And he's a pass rusher. He's a physical kid, but his closing speed to the football is very, very good.
And here's some Team D.
Lots of red jerseys, you know, get 11 to the football. You see Ryan Matthews there, you see Kevin Molesky there, you see James Bugda there again, you know. Guys swarming to the football and wrapping and putting guys on the ground. We definitely have improved in that area.
And here Dante Mattarella started to play and waited for some friends.
Dante Mattarella's there, Jason Beaver played some defense for us, he's there, Ryan Matthews is there, Richie Santos is there.
Strong run here from Kevin Molesky.
Great job with the stiff arm by Kevin, then a low pad level by Kevin, and getting his shoulders square, running aggressively in the sideline.
And we go back to the air this time, Matthew Casadas.
Another quick bubble out to Matthew, and he's getting better. He's starting to get a really good feel for running the ball in space. It was a great job catching the football and getting his shoulders square and getting north and south.
And here, Kevin Molesky in the pass game.
Nice job, nice play fake by Lance Johnson and Kellen Warner. Offensive line did a great job of lowering their pad level and selling it. And nice pass for a first down to Kevin Molesky.
And here's your touchdown to Matt Fisher.
Good job, pump fake by Kellen, getting the ball out there. Matt Fisher, nice concentration coming back to the football, catching the ball with his hands. Exciting for Matt to have a chance to score a touchdown at home.
And here, first of 3 consecutive to number 3.
Yeah, you know, Kellen gets out of the pocket a little bit, gets out there, and you know, hits Matt again. You know, he's a great job. He does a great job of getting himself open in space and making himself available at the quarterback.
Here's the second pass play.
Ball gets out of Kellen's hand quick. You know, great job by Fish, and you know, he's so valuable as a receiver for us. You know, he proves how talented a football player he is.
And the last pass play to Matt Fisher.
Nice job by Kellen getting his shoulders square, getting the ball out the mat. Great job, great effort trying to get forward and get some more yards after contact.
And now we go back to the running game and Lance Johnson.
Yeah, great job by Kevin Molesky blocking out in front. I see James Bugda blocking out in front. Nice job, Connor Shamani, a freshman out there on the edge, and Lance got himself north and south.
And another run here by Lance.
Yep, great job making the first guy miss, you know, getting his pad level low and getting upfield. That's a play that should have been a negative play. It should have been -2 or 3, and he gets 4, 5, 6 out of it because of sheer effort.
And here Matt Fisher at special teams.
Yeah, great job hustling down there. Solid tackle. I mean, Jose Rodriguez, new-coming sophomores down there as well, doing a great job covering punts for us.
And some of your young guys got the chance to play.
Patrick Petrowski, a sophomore, makes a big block right there. Gavin Guzzo is going to be a really good football player for us next year. He's developing more and more every day. We moved him offensive line this year. And Ryan Matthews, the freshman, was able to run for positive yards.
And that last one by Patrick Petrowski.
Again, you know, Patrick comes in sophomore, loves football, been involved in it this whole life, did a nice job getting north and south, getting a positive gain. So we're excited about Patrick. Has a great attitude of practice for a young kid, and he works really hard, and he's a special team performer for us as well.
Now, I think another of the positives that we saw a bunch in the highlights, especially the offensive ones, and I'm sure Coach Olsenman won't be happy with, but your guys didn't go down on the first hit on a lot of those plays. As you mentioned on a couple of them, you know, they eluded the first hit, were able to get by after getting hit on the first piece of contact, and you're starting to see the physicality that you guys are having and being able to stay on their feet.
You know, Keith called on Saturday morning, and we're good friends. We go way back. We coach. We started the same year back in 1998, and we coached East-West game together out in Altoona at Mansion Park in 2005. So we keep in touch, do a lot of communicating. He called on Saturday morning and said how impressed he was with our kids. You know, how physically immature we look, and how he recalls having teams that look like that as well. But what a great effort our kids played with energy and enthusiasm, and you know, gave really a veteran football team. You know, we gave a good effort against a very good football team, and he was really impressed by our kids.
We're going to talk about how these Cougars will bounce back this Friday at Berwick, but up first, Max Barrett from the Cougars joins us here on Sports Talk.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Experience the beauty of the Valley Country Club and let them sponsor you for your next event. Toss the flowers and dance the night away with their course as your backdrop. Let Valley Country Club host your next special occasion, whether it's a bridal or baby shower, anniversary, celebration of life, pool party, charity fundraiser, business meeting, golf outing, corporate, private, or social event.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Don't be late for the bus. As a mom, I always have to make good choices. And one of those choices is where to go on vacation. I always thought the Pocono Mountains were for winter and couples. But the Poconos are all about adventure. Zip lines, treetop courses, hiking, biking, whitewater rafting, and boating. Even world-class accommodations. So make the right choice. The Pocono Mountains for your next vacation.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 641 Route 93 in Sugarloaf, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania. They are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191.
Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm your host, Marty Burns. In the middle, head coach of the Hazleton Area Football Cougars, Mike Brennan. And to my far right, we have junior Max Barrett. And Max, thanks for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Coach, before we start grilling Max, you know, I've said it, we see this young man constantly pop up in the highlights week after week, and it seems like more and more. It just seems he's always around the football, but in your eyes, what does he bring to your football program?
Toughness now. You know, he's quick, he's tough, he runs to the ball. He's one of our biggest hitters. He's very intelligent, so he understands the game of football. He plays with a lot of fundamentally sound techniques. He's square. He allows himself to make plays on the edge or chase plays down because he maintains a square. The game is slowed down for him. He's extremely patient when he plays his perimeter outside spot, but he's worked really hard to make himself a good football player. And he's a guy that's really come out of nowhere the last few years and weeks to really be the heart and soul of our defensive line on the outside edge. And really proud of what he's done to get himself to be a good football player. And he's only a junior. We're going to see a lot more of him this year and a lot more of him in 2020.
Now, Max, we see a lot of you defensively from your defensive end position. Talk about your play at the defensive end.
Well, it's just all about keeping outside contained, not letting anything outside of you. If there's an inside run, squeeze down, fill pulling guards, fullbacks, just play physical and keep your assignment.
Now, I remember one play in the Delaware Valley game Friday, and Coach mentioned how you chased down a play. There was a play that went down the near sideline, and they got good yardage, and they got down inside the 20. But one of the players that came down to make the play to push the young man out of bounds was that number 52. Just talk about keeping your motor going, and I believe Delaware Valley ended up scoring on that drive, but you never know when you make that one play that prevents a score, and then it's going to end up working out in your favor. Just talk about how, to you, until you hear that whistle, a play's not over.
Yeah, well, you never know when you can make a stop or a big play, and I just saw number 20, I think it was, keep running, and me and Johnny DeBellis from his linebacker spot just ran down, tried to chase him down and stop him, but they didn't end up scoring, but just keep trying to make a play.
And it's one of those, you never know when, like I said, when one of those plays, and Coach, you know this, that one of those plays can be a key, because you could end up stopping a total scoring drive totally, where they'll come away with no points, where if you didn't hustle down, then they could have scored on that particular play.
Yeah, of course, and that's a really big part of our whole defense, I think, is that we all play fast and physical, and we give effort every play, and it's really showing, I think, now.
And just talk about when you get into a game and you start playing against a certain offensive lineman, that maybe you start seeing something that they do that'll give you a key, that maybe it's going to be a running play, maybe it's going to be a pass play, or if they go with a certain hand that, hey, maybe they're going to go left, maybe they're going to come at me right, or just talk about how you can read a certain guy, and then how, you know, maybe you're going to try something later in the game, set them up, that you can get yourself into the backfield, whether it's on a quarterback pressure or try to get yourself at the running back.
Yeah, well, if you pay attention to offensive linemen, a lot of it is in the weight, the way they rest on their legs or their hand. So a lot of them have good tells, whether they're going forward, to the left or right, like you said. And sometimes if you can hit them with a good inside fake or outside fake, you get them off balance, and the big man will go down.
And then the other thing that always seems to be with you, you always seem to be around the ball, especially when it's loose. Whether you're creating a fumble or you're getting around that football once it's loose to recover it, give your team an opportunity. Talk about what you do once you get near a ball carrier to try to not only make the play, but you're also trying to create a turnover.
Yeah, well, every time I get to the ball carrier, I always just try and square up and tackle, and if I'm one of the last guys to get there, I always go for the football. Try and create a turnover, get the ball back, offense go get some points.
Now, we've seen you a lot on defense, but we also listed you as an offensive lineman. Talk about how you fit into this offensive line group.
Well, if someone goes down, cramps, needs a break, it's me or Bryce Reed right up next, and next year I probably will gain some more playing time, and it's fun to work at offense and defense both.
Well, Max, our time is up. It went pretty quick. Thanks a lot for joining us this week on Sports Talk, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We'll be back to talk about the Berwick Bulldogs as Sports Talk continues right after this.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area, participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program, CoStars. Barber Ford, where the pros go for trucks.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of La-Z-Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fare menu. G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetown.deli.com.
Talk to State Farm agent Pete Kazalika today.
Zackel Chiropractic,
East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Your exciting new TV experience is here. Smarter, faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Welcome back to the conclusion of Sports Talk. And Coach, your Cougars get back on the road with a big rivalry game against the Berwick Bulldogs, coming off a tough loss against Valley View. And when you look at this Berwick team, it all seems to lead to their defense. I know you've seen them a couple times. What do you see from them defensively?
Very physical defensively. You know, they have really good defensive linemen. They're physical linebacker. They play to run very well. The free safety's excellent, Tegan Wilk. The Sheptock kid can really run in the edge. I mean, I love the Zalonka kid, the way he plays with physicality. So they're a very good football team. You know, Montez on the edge is very good. They offer our offense a lot of challenges with their veteran defense and their aggressive style defensively.
And when they have the football, what do you look for as one of the things that maybe is a big concern for you when they have the football?
Well, they'll do some different things. Obviously, you'll see, you know, the quarterback likes to get out on the edge a little bit. They'll run Tegan Wilk a little bit in the Wildcat set. The Schechterly kid's very physical runner. He gets north and south. He's really aggressive runner. Up front, they're physical. They're 8 yards. They're a very good football player. They do a lot of things, and you know, I'm very familiar with Coach Carm. You know, we coached against each other quite a bit, and but they're a nice, solid football team on both sides of the football, and obviously they're 5-1. Controlled the Valley View game last week. They were up 21-14 with the football at one point in the third quarter, and you know, they're a very good football team, obviously.
And as much as we talk about how it's a great atmosphere for you guys at home, heading down to Berwick, great atmosphere once you get into Crispin Field and play with Berwick. What do you tell some of these guys that will be going down there for the first time?
Well, it's a fun place to play. We haven't played there in a few years. It's been 3 seasons we've been there. I mean, it's you know, the tradition and pride they have in their program is evident when you get there, and the feeling you have from the fans and from all the signage. You know, at their championship years and that kind of thing. So it's a fun place to go. It's a local game for us. It's a good challenge for our kids, and it's the kind of game that helps us develop our young kids in the future.
And we're talking about that tough road test. We have about under a minute left. What do you see as being the keys to coming away with a victory on the road at Berwick? You know, defensively, we have to continue to improve. We've done a lot of things better, you know, and that has to continue. We have to be really good against the run, stop giving up big plays. We have been giving up points, but I think there's been a marked, a substantial improvement defensively. Offensively, we have to find a way to generate more points. We move the ball with a little bit of success, not enough continuity, and we certainly have to make some more big plays and finish and keep our defense off the field. Coach, best of luck Friday heading to Berwick. Thank you, Marty. For Coach Brennan, for Max Barrett, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Join us next week for another edition of Sports Talk here on WYLN. We go over the Berwick game. We have a look ahead as the Cougars return home for a tough game against Scranton. And we'll also have another special guest from the Cougar football team. That's all on Sports Talk here on WYLN, and it's brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.